Toku Secrets is a podcast run by the Anime Secrets website. Check us out at animesecrets.org for more anime, video game, tokusatsu content. Remember to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts today.
Hey everybody, it's Jason from Power Rangers Time Force, and you're watching Toku Secrets Podcast.
Tokusatsu, taking the form of many shows including Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Metal Heroes. And today, a group of fans come together to review it for you as Toku Secrets.
And welcome back to another episode of Toku Secrets Podcast hosted by animesecrets.org. And today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're not going to be talking about Sentai or Power Rangers today. Instead, we're going to go back to last month when Nathan and I were at Rangerstop 2023 in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to be giving you guys an inside look into the Rangerstop Atlanta press room, where a lot of the different Ranger actors and other celebrity guests that had come to the convention sat down with the media for about 15-20 minutes per session, and we got to ask them some questions. So you're going to hear some questions from Nathan and I, and also a lot of our really good friends like JB vs. the World, Blurredography, and Carnell Holly, most of whom were on our Rangerstop and Pop podcast a couple of weeks ago, where we gave our thoughts on Rangerstop and Pop 2023. So, without further ado, this is going to be the first of many podcasts we release over the next couple of weeks. Today we're going to be releasing the audio from the David Yost press meet and greet. So let's get into it.
Alright, go ahead and start in the middle.
Hi, I'm Mark from Blurredography, and my question to you is this. Back in 2013, you gave an interview with The Advocate about expressing your hopes to see an LGBTQ character in Power Rangers. What was your reaction upon learning about Dino Fury and Izzy and having an on-screen relationship with her girlfriend friend?
I mean, for me, I think that's pretty awesome that we've come that far in the Power Ranger franchise to be able to be inclusive. So I thought that was really cool that Hasbro stepped up to the plate and made that a reality.
Josh?
I know the script for Once and Always went through a lot of rewrites, 4 or 5, and Jackie came in at some point, and I think maybe you were involved in that from what I've understood. Just walk us through how it changed, for what you can tell us about how it changed to what we saw on the screen.
Unfortunately, because of my NDA, I can't really say anything. But yeah, I mean, it did go through many incarnations. I will just say the original idea was for the original cast, and so that was sort of how it was being based for a long time. Unfortunately, a lot of circumstances. This just stopped recording. Is that what this is? Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of different circumstances came into play, and certain actors couldn't do things and all that kind of stuff. So that's how we ended up with Once and Always and the cast that it ended up with. But you know, from the fan perspective, it seems like everybody really enjoyed it, and so I'm really happy about that.
Cornell?
As far as passing the torch, literally with another tradition, Billy, what are your thoughts on RJ's portrayal of Billy?
Oh, I mean, I don't know that I passed the torch to him. RJ is such a talented actor. He's so amazing, and I mean, I thought he did such an amazing job in the 2017 movie, and as far as I'm concerned, I love all the actors in it, but I really thought RJ stole the movie. Like, he really, his energy just really, you know, everybody was like thinking about Billy a lot, so I was just really honored and humbled for him and for the character of Billy, and I just thought he did such an amazing job, so I was really, really pleased to get to see that and get to see what he did with the character of Billy, and you know, they put Billy on the spectrum, which I thought was really cool as well. So there was a lot of good, I think, that came out of that.
JB?
Hey.
JB vs. the World. Who has been your favorite Blue Ranger in the franchise since Billy's departure from the franchise?
Oh, you guys are going to turn everybody against me.
You can
I personally don't watch Power Rangers, so I don't really know. I don't know how they are as characters. I've met a lot of the actors, and they're all great, so I don't really have a favorite. You know, every Power Ranger character has something unique about them that they bring to the team, and I like that. It just seems like a lot of Blue Rangers tend to be smart, So I think that's kind of a cool quality. So they're all cool. They're all great. They're all my favorite.
Okay, so my question is, hi, I'm Rizwan Merchant from Tokyo Secrets Podcast. Our question is, there's a lot of stories from different actors and actresses over the years for Power Rangers about pranks or funny stories of things that happen behind the scenes. Do you have any you can share from Once and Always that are, like a funny anecdote or something?
I don't, honestly, people keep asking for blooper reels and all that kind of stuff from Once and Always, but we did it in such a short amount of time. We filmed it in 12 days, and we were all so focused. I don't think anything really funny happened, and there wasn't any real mishaps, or as far as I know, any bloopers that I'm aware of. There could have been with the other actors, but it was just a great experience. It was great for Walter and I to come back together, being the two originators of the franchise, and get to have Zach and Billy come back to life and have more of an adult version of those characters. So we had a lot of fun as actors, really getting to work more on emotional scenes, but I honestly can't think of any blooper that happened or any pranks that went on. It just didn't happen.
Tony.
Thank you.
To piggyback off of that, how did it feel for you, your character Billy, to kind of take the lead and step into that leadership role that you did in the movie?
Well, I mean, I will say I feel like Billy and Zach were co-leaders in the whole thing, but yeah, it was really cool for Billy to get behind the Megazord and drive the Megazord and sort of be in charge of that. So that was a lot of fun, and I think that sort of helps with the development of all the characters and to understand that Rangers are always Rangers, we've never really stopped being Power Rangers. And so even though, 30 years ago, the Red Ranger was always the leader, I think it's kind of cool to see that any color Ranger can step into a leadership position if it's called for that to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. So
Mark?
it was a lot of fun.
Given how you departed the show, why come back after all these years and refresh your role?
How dare you? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I had originally, I was pitching a 30-year reunion series to Hasbro, and so I just thought it would be really great if the original cast could come back together and that we did something a little bit more adult for our fans, because our fans are in their 20s and 30s, some in their 40s. And then, we could suck in your parents and suck in your kids as well. And, so I was really pitching a more adult series like that. And unfortunately, we ran into some issues where they couldn't move forward with my series at that time. So as a consolation, they said, we can't do that right now, but we can do this. So we'll do this for the 30-year anniversary when they created Once and Always. And, for me, I think Walter and I certainly wanted to do it for our fan base. I mean, the original Rangers, back in the 90s, your parents were fighting for our toys. They were knocking each other out. We stopped the freeway in Los Angeles in 8 miles in each direction. We closed down Universal Studios. I mean, we have a popularity that sometimes people don't understand. And so we appreciate our fans so much, and we are so blessed to get to travel around the world and meet everybody. So at the end of the day, it was important, I think, for Walter and myself to do it for the fans. And I certainly, what I hear from them in terms of the film, that they really liked it and they're so appreciative, and it took them back to their childhood, and it made people feel good. And they're like, I've watched it 20 times, you don't even understand. So just to know that is such a huge honor, and it's extremely humbling for sure.
Last question, Josh.
Why has Power Rangers had the legacy and impact that it's had over 30 years?
That's a good question for you guys. I think back in the day, the chemistry of the original cast has been something that a lot of people really liked. And we were all diverse, and we showed that we could come together and we could all be friends and we could all get along, and we all had our strengths and weaknesses, and everybody had somebody to look up to. We were colorful, we were superheroes, we had dinosaurs, we had everything you could want as a kid. But there was more to it than that. There was messages. And I think that the characters that we played, gave a lot of kids hope, if nothing else, to go out and try things, to go meet friends. I see that they do martial arts. I'm going to do martial arts. I'm going to take dance. I'm going to take gymnastics. A lot of people tell me I came from a broken home, but Power Rangers was my one saving grace. Or I didn't have a lot of friends, but I saw that Billy had friends, so it gave me the confidence to go out and make friends. So there was something magical about everything that was involved in that has sustained, I think, the original cast for sure for 30 years. And again, it's so humbling and it's such a blessing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you so much.